Hey guys, I'm doing a quick box opening here. If you've been watching my videos, you realize the really weird weather we've had here in Texas. At least weird for Texas. This is like the 6th or 7th day of rain. Now I'm talking about almost steady rain. There are breaks earlier in the bits and pieces, but the last 3 days it has been solid. Anyway, I did buy another source of power because the thing is with this, no matter how many panels you've got on top of your vehicle or on whatever a platform you're using your solar is, if it rains every freaking day, you are not going to have any power, or at least none surplus. I like to watch TV. I'd like to relax and just do some things that would suck up power, but I don't feel comfortable doing it because I'm always on the edge with this stupid weather. So I decided to give me a little help, and let's pop this open. Now I've had something very similar to this. I had a Gold Zero, the old original Gold Zero. Well, the original 400, not the big one. And I had issues with it because it just started alarming. I even called the Gold Zero and asked, why is it alarming? It just began to wail and scream. I have no idea why it was doing that, but it was annoying, and it wasn't working. So I decided to get this. It's Chafon. It's an online uninterrupted power supply, portable emergency power supply. It has an interface for, which I'm going to buy the cables for, interface for a solar panel. If I decide to put another solar panel, I might just wire it down the back and only wire it to this. Basically what I want to do is I want to have something to play with. So if I want to run my TV or run my DVD player, I'm not in danger of bringing my whole battery system down. You know, there is a limited amount of power here, and this is extraordinarily light. It's lithium ion, and it said it was 500 watt, 370 some odd amp hours. I'll put the exact details in there when you're doing this kind of ad hoc stuff, of course, made in China. When you're doing these kind of ad hoc videos, you don't always have all the information at hand, though I should have, so it's all my fault. But basically, this is a tiny version of the old. Boy, now this is very tiny. Lithium ion, 12 volts, AC power rated 500 watts, pure sine. 100 volts to 240 volts, AC output 110 volts, DC output 12 volts, LED 1 watt. All right, uninterrupted power supply, they call it. Let's see here. What did it come with here? Also a jump box. The one reason I bought this is I'm going to buy a jump box. It's inevitable that some point I'm going to have to jump this this van off. I got a new battery on there. I'm not saying it's going to be inevitable, but I'm going to have a stupid moment and leave the lights on. And if I do that, I'm going to need a jump box. So I decided to go buy a jump box, and those are relatively expensive. Most of the time, they're lithium ion as well. So this is sort of a jump box on steroids. It comes with somewhat of a charge here. It may be fully charged, 100% charged. Great. It has a flashlight on it. On the opposite side, it has multiple 110 volt connections. I'm just going to see how this is going to work. It looks pretty good. Let's see. Let me take a look at this solar interface. I think I saw one, specifically for the Chafon or Chafon or Chafon. So this is not bad. I should be able to get 5 or 6 hours of TV or entertainment out of this. And this is one finger. I like this. The old Goal Zero I had, it was like doing repetitions with a heavy dumbbell. So this is definitely a improvement on that. Sorry for the disaster, but you guys know I keep this place very, very, very not neat. Anyway, so I really, really do like this. Let's see. I'm going to plug this in and see if it works. Basically, what I'm using is a finite supply. So if I want to watch my TV, which is unfortunately 110 volt, because I bought a package deal with Amazon, and it was supposed to be a 12 volt TV, and of course it was a 110 volt TV. You know, they have these package deals at the bottom saying buy all of these at once. I did, with the assumption that the fact that part of it was 12 volts and part of the package was a television, that all of the package was 12 volts. My stupidity. And by the time I realized it, I'd opened the box already, so I just said I'll live with this for the time being. All right, let's see if you get this plugged in, and we'll take another look at it. Okay, guys, this is the little box. It's showing 100%. I have had to turn on the back to the 110 or 120 volt connections back here on the back. Or not a lot of light over here. I wonder if I can turn on another light. Hold on. Okay, I got it plugged into the. There's 3 plugs. I use 2 of the plugs for the TV. One's for the TV and one's for the Amazon Fire Stick. So TV is on. And why am I doing this? Because everything is taking power. Because this is a finite draw. If I'm on the edge like I am now over here, I'm probably right at above 12 volts. And then I really don't want to bring the power down necessarily, just because I want to watch TV or a DVD or 2. So what I can do is put this on, which has a finite amount of power. Oh, good Lord. There's a finite amount of power. And, you know, when it runs out, it runs out. I just move over to my cell phone maybe. But you know, it's just handy to have. And with it this size, I can just throw it in the back. I can just throw it in my my backpack, carry it into the office, and just charge it. It says it takes about 6 hours, and that's perfect. So I can have power, and I can go to a friend's house and charge it, or and I can if I do put another and have 500 watts on top of this thing, another solar panel, I might just not hook it into the mess of the other 4, and in parallel, and just run it directly to this, so it always stays charged. I'm not going to be using this all the time. This is extraordinary condition, but this also means that I've got some portable power, and it's almost worth the money. I'm spending maybe a little 100 or 115, 120 more than I would for a good jump box, and this is a jump box. I can jump the car off of this battery, so off of this this UPS power supply, whatever it is here. So that's cool. I just want to show this. This is a Chafon. I'll put the exact details. I think this was at 340 watt hours or something like that. Maybe not that much. Anyway, I'll put all the details in here. I didn't buy the smallest one of these. I bought the next one up. And I really do like this. It's a very small and very compact package, and pretty easy for me to just store in one of my crate storage pieces here. All right, just want to show that, and the idea of now I got my fooling around power separated from the power of just for the basic lights, etc. So I can do both without worry, because the only worry about doing this with the TV is the TV goes off. I just pick up the phone. All right, let's take a look at this. Sorry, I don't have very good light in here. doing this in the van. I have it's pretty cool. I can switch it off and on from this DC output on off. There is a it is light enough to be a auxiliary flashlight. I'm gonna switch this off and on because it's gonna blind the camera. See, so that is a lamp, so you can use it as a lamp to find your way around. Makes it pretty handy for an emergency tool. And you can't believe how small and how this is the palm of my hand. This is my full hand, so you can see that it's not a huge thing. One thing about the Gold Zero is a very, very large battery, and very heavy at the time because it was using a traditional type of battery. All right, on the back, this is all the fun parts: the DC, the AC, or the AC output. So this is where I plug in my. At this point, I have got my. Of course, I could plug the Fire Stick into the USB connector, but I've got them both plugged into the AC side right here, and I just switch on the AC side right here. I switched that on, and there's a light in the corner. It's not on because I also have to switch on the full sheet. There we go. So now it's come on. It takes a little while. So now I've got DC. I can switch the DC side off, and that should go off momentarily. Doesn't go off immediately. And there we go. So this is pretty handy. Like I say, it's small enough to me to stick in my backpack or my work backpack and carry up and just charge. And it's not that heavy. In fact, my laptop is about this same weight, if not a little less. So, just want to give you another quick, complete look at it. It's very orange. There's another lower power wood that is a different color. I'm not exactly sure why they did with the orange, but I'm not buying it as a fashion statement. All right, that's basically what I'm doing. This is my the British call any battery in a RV that's charged from the alternator and used for the back of the RV a leisure battery. This is my leisure battery. Not in their definition. It's just my leisure battery for doing leisure in my vehicle. I'll plug in my TV. If I ever get a game console again, I'll plug that in. Anything into this. And that just means that, you know, I won't be dragging down the overall voltage that keep the lights on, that keeps my phone charged, and all the other things that I need to make life worth living. All right? That's this Chafon, I guess they call them solar generators. They're like I say, you can't put solar on this thing. I might get that adapter if I do, in case I'm tempted to actually put another solar panel on top and hook it into this little thing. All right, that's all I've got. I will check you next time with something new, or some new idea, or hopefully an announcement that it stopped raining. You guys have a nice day.